My name's Gordon, and thank you for joining me for this review of Penguin UK's range of 2000 AD audiobooks. With a collection of over 100 2000 AD graphic novels on my shelves, I've been a lifelong fan of the Galaxy's Greatest Comic, and so when I was offered the chance to get a first listen at the new 2000 AD and Penguin UK audiobooks, now available on Audible, I jumped at the opportunity. I should begin by saying that I've had a bit of an unhappy relationship with audiobooks in the past, as I've found they can be a bit cheesy, particularly with comic book adaptations. I also was worried that transferring a comic to an audiobook would have required a lot of rewriting and that the essence of what I love may very well be lost. Well, I'm absolutely delighted to say that I got it wrong. 2000 AD fans in particular are in for an absolute treat. Within minutes I was grinning from ear to ear when I realised that the production values were through the roof and that what I was hearing was incredibly faithful to the comic. So much so that I grabbed my graphic novels from the shelf and compared what was on the page to what I was listening to. It is faithful beyond anything I could have hoped for. If you read as you listen, you'll find that it is verbatim to what is in the strips, with only the very slightest of additions here and there. Not only that, it elevates and enhances those already wonderful stories. 2000 AD has never been animated in film, but when you listen to this while flicking through the pages, you'll practically feel like it has been. Hearing the characters come to life as the voice actors went to work was a genuine thrill, and after a time I stopped reading the captions to just listen and breathe in the art, itself further elevated by the atmospheric music and appropriate ambient sound effects. Perhaps unsurprisingly, given the talent on board, the voice acting is top notch, none of it giving me that nails down a blackboard feeling that I'd had so many times before with audiobooks. All of the acting is clear and crisp, yet naturalistic, no mean feat given some of the tricky future speak that features so heavily in a few of the storylines. The background sound effects are terrific, with appropriate sounds to convey the surrounding environment and weather, including things like frenetic lawgiver shootouts, which reminded me of some of the sound design for the future battles in the Terminator films, to the deep chugging roar of Lawmaster bikes in the Megaway, all the way up to the chants and fury of the marching citizens demanding democracy for Megacity 1. And the soundtracks are just as great, full of synth-inspired music, which wouldn't be out of place in a John Carpenter film or even Stanley Kubrick's The Shining. Though these are new and fresh compositions, I'm sure that for a lot of 2000 AD fans who grew up in the 80s on a diet of action and science fiction films, as I did, this music will seem familiar and perhaps may even make them feel nostalgic for simpler times. All of these elements combine brilliantly to capture and complement the mood of the strips perfectly. I also listened without reading the strips, and because of the excellent production values had little problems following the action, but being honest, it was that marriage of hearing the sound of the world as I gazed into the images on the page that really bowled me over. They took something I loved and they managed to make it even better, in places even leaving me feeling slightly emotional about the experience. So if you love 2000 AD the way I do, I can't recommend it highly enough. And if that doesn't sell it to you, I'm not sure what will, but fuller reviews for each of the audiobooks now follow.